has changed in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas's offense takes the field. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. To the ground with the back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Manning. Gets it to the back. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They want to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Baxter.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baxter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Wideout trying to get it in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Using the quick game. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Under fire. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The Longhorns will have a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Manning. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Makes the grab. Oh, they knock it free. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
Man, when these...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They'll immediately call timeout. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He's looking deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Manning. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes back of the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is
he wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Barnett. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
35, Kansas State.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Quarterback adapting. Going right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, it's Clark. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
In the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 21 over BYU. No offense, fellas, but I'm going to watch the finish of this top 5 matchup here. You guys do you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Kansas State, 10.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. This is a designed run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Pouncey. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Solid solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Thanks to grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Out of the gun, they give to the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Got it in the middle. It's Pouncey. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to...
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kansas State will have to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
He might want another play. To throw, it's Manning. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Working on the right. Breaks into the open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Texas offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try the left side. There he goes. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Running to Green. Wide open spaces. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation.